Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, The Kenyan American Home. And if this is the first time you're joining me, welcome, welcome. Karibu, karibu, karibu. And today we're going to be talking about the green card. And I know when people hear about green card, the first thing that comes to mind is the DV lottery. And the DV lottery has now kind of become synonymous to the green card. But a green card, is a permanent that's just a green card. It's a permanent residency. But there's so many different ways that you can get a green card, not just the DV lottery. So today we're going to be talking about the different types of ways you can get a green card and become a permanent resident in the United States of America. So for you to become a citizen, if you're not born in the U.S., then you kind of have to go through the green card. You have to first get a green card for you to become a citizen, okay, of the United States. So what are the different ways that you can get a green card to come to the United States? And if you haven't already done that, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and you become part of the Kenyan American Home family. Hit that notification bell and you'll get notified every time we upload a video. And thank you so much for all my members. Thank you for the love and the support that you show me. All right, so different types of ways you can get a green card. The number one way is through family. So there's different ways that you can get a green card through family. So there's the immediate relatives. Immediate relatives are your spouse. So if your spouse is a US citizen or a green card holder, they can file for you to get a green card. So the immediate relatives are unmarried sons and daughters, your spouse, and your parents. So if you're a US citizen and you have parents, you can file for them to get a green card. If you have kids and you're a citizen, you can file for them to to get a green card. So that's the three immediate relatives. And those three get preference over the other relatives. So then there's the other relatives. The other relatives don't get as much preference, which means the first batch, which is the immediate relatives, gets their green cards are processed faster than this other lot. So then there's the other relatives. Other relatives, you're talking about married sons and daughters of U.S. citizens and green card holders. You're talking about brothers and sisters. Talking about brothers and sisters. So all these, so all and then the first batch of unmarried kids is the ones that are under 21 years old. So if you're unmarried and you're over 21, then you fall into the second batch of other relatives. So that's one of the biggest ways you can get a green card. And also talking about family, you can get a green card if you come as a fiance. So come with a K1 visa. And K1 visa is it's relatively easier to get you to faster to get you to the US. More expensive, but faster. So but only a US citizen can file for you to come to the US with a K1 visa, which is a fiance visa. Fiance visa takes about 6 months or so. So you get into the US. Once you get into the US, I mean, a lot of you, if you've watched 90-Day Fiance, then you kind of have the idea of what K1 fiance visa is. So you come to the US, you have to get married within the 90 days. After that, then you file to adjust to get your green card. So that's another way. But then there's also, if you are a widow or a widower of a US citizen, that's another way you can get a green card. But also, there's violence against women. If you're married to, married to a citizen or a green card holder, and there's violence, then there's that aspect of VAWA. So family is one way that you can get a green card. So green card is not just DV lottery. All right. So what's the second way? The second way you can get a green card is through employment. And here there are so many visas. There's so many visas that so many visas that grant you a green card. So many visas that grant you green card. There's the EB visas, EB1, EB2, EB3, EB4, EB5. EB1 is with people with extraordinary abilities. EB2 kind of encompasses national interest waiver. If you're a physician, so physicians usually fall under the national interest waiver. Immigrant investor, EB5. So EB5 is another way that you can get a green card. All right. So yeah. So immigrant worker EB visas. The most common one that I think a lot of my people know is EB3. EB3 is the one that brings in skilled and unskilled workers. And here, put nurses. So when nurses come to the US, they come to the US with the EB3 visa. So that's the green card, employment green card. So employment is another way that you can come to the US with a green card. So when you come here, they give you a green card. Give you a green card. And then there's the special immigrants. Special immigrants, and I think I'm gonna religious workers. So if you're a religious worker, there is a green card for you. Green card for you. So if you're coming to the US, usually with the R visa, there's a there's that. So religious workers fall under special immigrants. If you're an international broadcaster, if you're an international broadcaster, then that's another. It's a special kind of a green card. Special green card. Also, refugee and a refugee and asylees. Refugee is you're coming from a country that has war, so you come to the U.S. as a refugee, you get your green card that way. But also, if you come to the U.S. and you file for asylum, then there's a path that you can get a green card. Get a green card through the asylum process. Asylum process. There's also you can get a green card through this. These are usually human trafficking and like crimes. So if you're a victim of a crime, or or if you're involved in like a victim of human trafficking, that's another way that you can get a green card. So these are the T and the U visas. So human trafficking T visas, and then crime victim U visa. Crime victim U visa. So that's yeah. And if you're new to this channel, I have talked about a lot of these ways that you can get a green card. Some of the ways I haven't, and I'll still unpack. Some things like the religious worker. I think I've talked about the investor. This video, I have done a comprehensive video about the EB5. I've talked about EB3. So I've talked about a lot of this green card ways. So yeah, so that's another way. If you're a victim of human trafficking, or if you're a crime victim, you can get your green card that way. Also, if you're a victim of abuse, and this mostly falls into the category of VAWA. So if you're abused by a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident, you can get your green card that way. Or if your child if your child or if the parent of a U.S. citizen is abused by a U.S. citizen, then they can get a green card through that way. But also there's other different categories that there's like so many. Like we spend a whole day talking about different ways you can get. You can get the green card. The most common way that I think a lot of people do know, and they even confuse green card with DV lottery, is the diversity visa. Diversity visa that just closed. Diversity visa, they open the entry between October and November, beginning of October, and so it's usually it starts what is it, the first or the second Wednesday, and then ends the first or the second Tuesday of November. So it opened up this time October 2nd, 2024, and it ended November 7th. So it was supposed to end November 5th, but because of the election, they pushed it to November 7th. So that's the diversity visa. Diversity visa, which a lot of you know, and a lot of times you confuse you confuse that. You confuse the green card with diversity visa. So diversity visas is one of the ways you can get a green card. You can get a green card, and then there's a way called the it's you can get a green card through registry. What's registry? So if you have consistently stayed in the U.S. since before 1972, so before January 1st, 1972, you've been in the U.S. the whole time, you have a green card waiting for you. It's called green card through registry. Green card through registry. So that's available to you. So you can see there's all these different ways that you can get green cards to become a permanent resident. So that's become a permanent resident, and then so what are the durations? How does it work in terms of, okay, so I get a green card. When do I become a citizen? When do I become a citizen? So there's really two different green cards. periods that they give. So there is a temporary green card that they give you. It's a conditional one. It's a 2 year, and this is only given to, like, if you're married. If you're married to a U.S. If you're married and to a U.S. citizen or to a green card holder, if you're married for less than 2 years, then they give you a 2 year conditional green card. That then you're supposed to go apply to remove the conditional green card, and then they'll give you the 10-year green card. All right. Other than that, everyone else is given a 10-year green card. 10-year green card, or the other one, EB5. If you're for the entrepreneur, the entrepreneur is usually given a 2 year conditional. 2 year conditional. Entrepreneur is when you invest about $1 million to $1 million, or I think 800,000 if you're investing it towards some targeted, a targeted area. So yeah. So, and I've done the videos on EB5. So I think those are the only two that have the special 2 year conditional. So after you remove the 2 year conditional, they give you 10 years. So everyone else is given a 10-year green card, and then after 5 years, you can apply for your citizenship. But now, if you're married to a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, after you apply, so you get, if you're married for less than 2 years, you get the 2 year green card, and then apply to remove the conditional green card. They give you the 10-year. Then after 1 year, you apply to become a citizen. So if you're married to a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, you become a citizen after 3 years. But all the other ones, you wait until 5 years, apply, the N400, and become a citizen. Apply for that and become a citizen. So yeah, hopefully that was educational for some of you who have no idea what, green cards. So green card, and they hear green card. What's this green card? Green card. That's a green card. So many different ways to get your green card. So many different ways to become a permanent resident in the U.S., in the United States. Let me know if you have any questions. I love to educate. I love to share this content. I love to do research and come and give you all this information. So let me know if you have any questions, any areas that you would like for me to expound on, talk more about. But really wishing for everybody who applied for the DV 2026, DV Lottery 2026. I wish you all the best, and the results come out May 3rd of next year, 2025. Just praying for good results, and pray you get selected, and start your journey to get to the US as a green card holder, All right. Well, thank you so much again. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Please, give me a like, give me a comment, share this video to someone that you think it'll be helpful to. Make sure you hit that notification bell to get notified every time I upload a new video. But I really do appreciate you. I appreciate my members. So I know I get so many emails, I get so many people inboxing me on Instagram and TikTok, and they want to communicate with me. I prioritize my members. So if you want to talk to me, talk to me, you can. The best way to do that is join the membership. There's a link on the description of this video. Just click on that link and join. So if you do the elite membership comes with a mock interview. So I'll do a live mock interview with you. I review your DS 160 before you do your interview. But also, if you want to chat with me, that's the elite. And then there's a premium. Some people ask, they want to know, hey, if I want to go do this course, what schools can I apply to, or what conferences are available? And what I'll do is I'll post the 2025 conferences, but they'll be available to the premium members. And then there's the members. Members, usually when I do lives, they get priority in terms of when asking questions or joining me in lives and asking me questions in lives. That's the basic. So the basic just gives you that first priority in terms of questions asked and joining lives. But the premium gives you the opportunity for, hey, if you want conferences to come to the US, if you want to know what schools offer what courses and stuff, I give you a variety. And then the elite Elite level gives you, the, it gives you the conversation, one-on-one conversation, but also the mock interview, and a review of your DS. All right. Well, thank you so much, and yeah, let's keeping on, man. I love you guys. Yeah. Till next time. Peace.